Hi, I'm Evie, and I want to show you how to love your sassy girl just as much as I love mine by keeping her nice and clean. So let's get started. First of all, what you need to do is press and hold or ring the doorbell to your sassy girl until you can open the bobbin door. Now when she's turned her porch light on, you're allowed to open that bobbin door, and we're going to take out all of the bobbin, the thread, and everything and all the works. First thing I do is pop my bobbin out and take a good look inside there. Do you see any lint or anything in there that shouldn't be, like a little piece of thread maybe? And notice I'm using a paintbrush. I actually love paintbrushes as lint brushes because they're fluffy on the end and it has a nice long handle that I can get a hold of. So I clean out the little bobbin case, make sure everything looks like it should inside. And now then, we're going to take the sassy apart on the inside. So these two little black flanges hold in the ring that keeps the bobbin mechanism in place. So if we pop these to the left and right, now we can take out the little ring. Okay, that comes out. Now we take out the hook. See? Now don't worry about being scared that you can't get this back in correctly, because here's how you know. See that little yellow mark right there? And that's where the rabbit ears fit. Remember, the rabbit ears go down. The little two flanges on the bobbin case that have the little holes in them, they fit into that. And you know that that tail goes up, the little brush is on the top. So you know that if this is facing this way and the hook is up, that's how it's going to go back in. So go ahead and take that out fearlessly. Now, let's clean right around in here. Let's look for any lint. Let's clean up inside here. Let's look for any lint in there. And I like to sweep up underneath of there. Ooh, did you see that dust coming out of here? And make sure that there's no thread bits. Now go ahead and get your nose right down in there. Just stick your head down there and take a good look and make sure that there's no little bits of thread or lumps of fuzz stuck anywhere. You want them all out. Now let's oil it. So we use good machine oil, the clear kind, and we're only going to oil the hook. This is the only place you need to be concerned about oiling the machine. For everything else, you need to take it into the shop and let your dealer do that for you. So I'm going to put 1 drop of oil right there on the edge of the hook, and I'll just run it around the hook with my finger, just like that. Now that's all the oiling that you need to be concerned with, and you should do this often. Every time I finish a project, I clean and oil my machine. I pop the hook back in there. See how it goes? The hook part goes up and the opening for the rabbit ears go at the bottom. Now then we'll put back in the little holder, and it snaps right into place, and pull the flanges over it. And there it is. It's all in place. And now you're ready to thread the machine again. And there's one more thing that I want to tell you about cleaning this machine. I just recently discovered this. It's kind of important. But to do this, you are going to have to turn your machine off completely. And now we're going to loosen the screws here to remove the throat plate. And this isn't something that you're going to need to do like every time that you create a project, but it is something that you're going to want to do if you ever notice that your thread maybe is breaking a little bit more than you think it should, or if your stitches are getting wonky looking, then it's a good idea to take a look at this. I discovered this quite by accident. I was busy quilting quilts. I had made 2 quilts actually, and I was finished with the last one, and my stitches started looking really weird on the underneath, and I thought, well, that's weird. She's been sewing so nicely up until now. And so then I decided that maybe I should take a look in here and see what's going on. And sure enough, there was this big, huge wad of lint up in there inside the feed dogs right here, on both sides, just packed full of lint. And it was jammed up against my throat plate too. So I got my little brush and my tweezers, and I cleaned that good. So if you ever find that you're having trouble with your stitches looking wonky on the underneath, it might not be a tension issue at all. It might just need that your machine is wanting to be cleaned. So get in there and clean it out and make sure there's no thread bits or lint or fuzzy buildup there. And then put everything back before you turn your machine on again, and make sure that it fits all nice and tight in place. All right, we're done. Your machine is nice and clean and she is ready for you to make something beautiful. So let's get busy and go make something fun.